Hello and welcome to this edition of Big Sky 35 Cards, where tonight we're going to be taking a look at my slabs I got back from PSA. I have probably about 60, 70 more out there. I can't remember how many, with different submissions with different people. So this is the first ones I've gotten back from October, I believe. So let's take a look and see what I got. Hello and welcome back to Big Sky 35 Cards. Tonight, like I said, we're going to be looking at some PSA slab returns that I sent in back in October, I believe, with my local card shop. It might have been September. I can't really remember. I got a few more with them out and a couple other people that I've done some with. So let's start off with the one you see here. It's the 1975 Topps Mini Rookie Catchers and Outfielders. This one I picked up from the National in Cleveland 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago now. The guy had it like a $5 box, and he had another one out there for $40, $45. It was in that range. And I asked him what the difference was, because I couldn't really see. They both, you see, have soft corners there, and I knew this wasn't going to grade very high, but I wanted to grade it just for my own amusement, just to see what a $5 rookie card would come back as. But you know, I'm not disappointed in a 5. It's not the greatest grade. I have it in a 7, which I'm very happy with, but this one I just got graded for my own amusement. The next one is going to be the 1976 All-Star Rookie Cup card. This one here is probably my second favorite Gary Carter card that I've got or I've seen so far. I'm doing a PSA registry, so I thought I've seen just about every Gary Carter card, and boy, has this opened my eyes to what is out there. And it's been a blast collecting for this. But I got this in a 7. You know, not the greatest grade, but a 7's not bad for a 76 card. So happy with that. Next is 78 Gary Carter. I got this in an 8. Now, this is an upgrade to one that I did have. This is another one. This is one of 2. I've already showed you 75, and this one is the 2 that did not come from my personal collection, where I did not pack pull it originally, and or have it in my collection. I believe every other one I did pack pull from the year that they came out. This one here I upgraded. I bought it from eBay for it said fresh pack pulled, so I took a chance on it and got an 8. I thought it had a chance for a 9, but I got an 8, and I'm happy with it. Very nice card. I'm going to show you the back. Back's a little off-centered, but other than that, very good. Now, let me know, is it that I thought PSA really didn't grade on the backs too much, but is that back too far off-centered to get me to 8? So that's probably why I didn't get a 9 on that. This one here is a 87 Topps Gary Carter. This one I was a little disappointed with. I thought this was a for sure 9. Really don't see much with it wrong. So again, this was one that came out of my collection. Like a lot of people that grew up through the 80s, I have a ton of this card, but this is probably the best one I have. So I'm going to look to upgrade it eventually, but for right now, I have an 8 in it. This next one was a pleasant surprise. I did not think this was going to be an 8. I was kind of just doing this for a placeholder, so I wouldn't have to buy this card right up front. But with an 8, this is something I can definitely hold off and getting upgrade for. In the 80s, I am trying with these lower end 80s cards. I am trying to get 9s and 10s in them. 70s, some of that stuff's pricey, but I have been able to find some better deals. But this one here got an 8, and I did not think that was going to get 8. I thought it was going to be a 6 or a 7. This one here, when I looked through it, I kind of got giddy at the shop. Did not think it was going to grade at it as a 9. It was one of the last ones in the stack when I was looking through them. So the way my grades are going, I kind of thought it was going to be, 7 or 8. But it came out a 9, and kind of gave me hope for some of the ones that was afterwards. But the 9, very happy with that. A little off-centered. Back, a little off-centered as well. So 9. So whoever graded that one did not grade the 87 card. 89 Record Breaker. I like this card. I don't know if it's one of my top favorite cards, but to me, for Gary Carter collectors, it's kind of one of the iconic cards. I saw it for the 80s cards, I would say, for tops. I really like this Record Breaker. It was one when I was a kid that, when you were looking at the hanger packs, you were looking for this one on the front. So I really like this, and a 9. So very, very happy with this. And I've seen a lot of damage in the black in these 89 or 88 or 89 cards. With this black on the back, a lot of times you'll see them roughed up. So the fronts are not as tough to grade, but there's backs sometimes it's hard to find not roughed up. 8 in this 89 Topps All-Star. Happy with that. A little all center from top to bottom. Wasn't a big fan of the All-Star card in 89. Kind of blah. And here we go with the most overproduced Topps cards, 90 Topps. This one, probably made a mistake sending it in. I did not notice this corner up here, and I'm sure that's what knocked it down to a 7. It is mighty, mighty rough. Even when I looked at it, when I got it, I didn't notice it again, but when I got it in better lighting, you can really see this corner here. So if you're really looking for those 9s and 10s, you want to really look at cards over. I thought I did, but I am still learning, and this one just got by me. And again, I'm just trying to get these cards. This one I actually have in a 10. I've picked it up since I sent these in, because I did not write down what I sent in. So I found it in a 10 for a very cheap price on 4 Corners. So I have a 10 in that already. So it's not that big of a deal, but still, you want to get 10s. This one is a 10, my only 10 I got in a lot. I sent in 11, which I wasn't looking for a bunch of 10s. I wasn't looking for really any 10s. These have been in my collection since the 80s and 90s, so and been moved across the country and everything else. So. And Gary Carter has always been in a book, so it's always been in a book, but I have a little problem with organizational issues, so I'm always trying to reorganize and think I can organize it better. So they get moved around a lot. So I trying to do what's best for the cards, and sometimes you mess them up trying to take care of them. But they have been jostled around. So this card here you can find on eBay, 4 Corners, all very easily for a 10. Not price very high. I think a 10 is probably going for around 20, 25. So, but again, sentimental value is more than that to me because it came out of my pack. And this is the 93 Topps. I believe this might even be his last year. There might be an update for that. I think this is it for him with the Expos. He went back to the Expos to end his career. Near mint to mint 8. Again, you can find this card in a 10 very easily, and I will be picking one up. But again, this one will be PC'd in one of my boxes. There's a Elite Coast says casket card, and Gary Carter's are for me. So there you have it. That's my Gary Carter's 11 PSA slabs that I got in. Overall, you know, most people look at it and go, oh, he didn't get great grades. You know, what was he looking at when he sent them in? But these came out of my collection, so, you know, I am happy. Mostly I wanted to get them slabbed. And I'll get upgrades for them if I want to get upgrades for them later. But they came out of my collection, and I wanted them slabbed. So with that, please leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. I have sent in my other ones. I have not just sent in all Gary Carter's. I have other cards going in, including a couple of 50s cards that I'm excited to get back slabbed. They're not going to be graded highly. I think I told them just to authenticate them for the most part. But I want to see them, and they've been in my videos before. I just want I love those cards slabs, so I want to get them slabbed, and they're from my father's collection, so sentimental value again. So again, I'm going to repeat myself. Please leave me a like, dislike. Tell me, you know, what you think of this. What should I be looking for when I send in cards, especially the 90s cards, so I can get better grades. And I think they will be getting better as I get them back, because I've been preparing them a lot better when I send them in. You know, repetition, you master all things with repetition. So till next time, see ya.